Mabuhay everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video, I'll be giving you my performance review of the Cosmic Unity 2. Let's go. So the Cosmic Unity 2 recently came out, and of course if you are not too familiar with the Cosmic Unity series, it's actually made of recycled materials from Nike. It's a minimum of 20% recycled material for the entire sneaker. We don't know which part, but I'm guessing mostly the upper and of course the foam part of the sneaker and the plastic parts of the sneaker are mostly recycled material. And what's nice about this is it comes with a very eco-friendly box. This is part of the Move to Zero campaign of Nike. So it's made out of a recycled box. So it says here Cosmic Unity, and it has this symbol which I think Nike uses for their recycled or semi-recycled sneaker or any clothing that they have. With this symbol, it means the part of that sneaker or that clothing is semi-recycled, and I actually saw it also in the new Kyrie 9, but Kyrie said it's a Kyrie 8, so it's whether the Kyrie 8 or 9. I saw it in the middle part of the Kyrie 8 or 9 that it also has this symbol, so I think the foam part of the Kyrie 8 or 9 is partly a recycled React. I'm not too sure about it, but I think it is. That's my guess. But going back to the sneaker, of course, a recycled box doesn't come with the regular tissue that comes with it. So there's less eco footprint on the sneaker. So I think this is still a very nice movement from Nike. It says here Move to Zero. You see the 20% here, text, and just about that. It's a regular box. I also have that box in my other sneakers that is the slip-on. I forgot what's the name of it. And going back to the Cosmic Unity 2, let us talk about the performance of the sneaker. Let's put it here. As for the upper of the Cosmic Unity 2, it has this multi-layered mesh upper. So what I mean by that is on the tip of the toe, it has a different texture here. It's like a knit mesh here, which I think is also recycled. While on the side part, as you can see, this part, it's like a screen mesh. You can feel it, but both are very comfortable to the touch. It actually didn't need any break in time on the upper of the Cosmic Unities. So this is the coconut milk colorway, and that mesh, screen mesh, goes from the forefoot to the heel part of the sneaker. And at the back, it has this plastic piece, which I think is also recycled. And what I like about it is these are mostly recycled material. They don't look like very cheap, or usually when you see recycled materials, you can see a lot of speckles or a lot of different details on the materials. But with this one, it is very clean. It looks like it's not a recycled material at all. I really like the design and look of the twos compared to the ones. Although the ones was pretty okay, but comparing it with the twos, this looks cleaner and more visually appealing in my opinion. Another material that you can find in the forefoot is this fusing that has speckles from the lateral and medial part. So that gives extra durability to the upper around the forefoot. As for the durability on the forefoot area, it seems very durable. There's a lot of stitching here. And as for support is really nice. The materials doesn't stretch at all, especially around the forefoot. So you're very well caged around the forefoot part of the sneaker. And as you can see, the stitching here, it gives structure and extra support to the forefoot part of the sneaker. And going to the midfoot part of the sneaker, the lateral support on the Cosmic Unity 2 is mostly coming from the swoosh, which is 3D printed. So it catches your foot, so when you're doing lateral cuts, it will catch and you won't slide off the footbed. And you feel like you're very well contained in the footbed on this. Going to the back part of the sneaker, it's actually a mid-low cut sneaker. It's not too low, and at the same time it's not a mid-cut. And what's nice about this is the curve shape here. It's like an elf-shaped shoe, which you can easily put your foot in inside. And as for heel containment, lockdown didn't have any problems. It has a very nice padding on the heel part. The Achilles pillows are ample enough. And what's nice about it, like I've said, it's very easy to put your foot in and it gives more ankle mobility with this kind of shape to a sneaker. There's pull tab in the thong and at the heel to make it easier to put your foot in. And the thong is very nicely padded. There's a lot of perforation for ventilation from the tip of the thong going to the edge of the thong here in the forefoot part. So it's very well ventilated. It's very comfortable around your skin. Doesn't have any discomfort whatsoever. And going back to the plastic piece here, which is also connected to the lower part of the sneaker and goes up here. So this acts as heel counter too. This is the external heel counter, and inside this one, there's an internal heel counter that cups your heel. And what I like about this one comparing to the first version is it has lesser material, because that's one thing that I really don't like on the ones. It was heavier around the heel because of that very huge plastic piece around the heel part of the Cosmic Unity ones, and they kind of veered away from that, and they even cut a hole here to lessen the weight of the sneaker around the heel. So as for the balance of the weight of the sneaker, it doesn't feel heel heavy, doesn't feel forefoot heavy. It's a very well balanced sneaker, and actually let's weigh it since we're in the topic of the weight. I think the once was around 500 grams. So this one is 411 grams. It's not just an average weight. It's actually a very light sneaker when you look at it. Even though it doesn't look too light on the looks of the sneaker, kind of has a lot of structure, but it's just 411 grams. So that's actually for my size. 420 grams below on my size. It's really on the light side. Now let's talk about the insole that came with the sneaker. Because this sneaker is a full-length Zoom straddle, very similar to the KD15s. So the insole, in my opinion, is an upgrade, and I wish that the KD15 used this kind of insole because it's a little bit more plush compared to the thinner insole that came with the KD15. But I think on the KD15 it molds more to your foot, but with this one, what I like about it is it is comfortable. It's more plush compared to the KD15s. So it adds a little bit more plushness in the step and comfort of the Cosmic Unity 2. And of course, it comes with the full-length Zoom straddle that is very similar to what we are getting from the KD15, the Jordan 36. Yeah, very similar full-length Zoom straddle. And if I'm comparing it with the KD15, the main differences in terms of the cushioning setup is this one is lower to the ground compared to the KD15. So if you want that kind of feel that you still have that full-length Zoom straddle, but at the same time better court feel, you will like the Cosmic Unities more. And if I'm comparing it to the Cosmic Unity 1, if ever you have that pair, this cushion setup, the foam that came with this, not too sure what kind of foam, but I'm pretty sure it's recycled. Maybe it's Cushion or just injected Phylon. But the foam is a little bit thicker compared to the Cosmic Unity 1. So for me, I think it's an improvement from the Cosmic Unity 1 because I felt really low on the Cosmic Unity 1. While on the 2, it gave me more impact protection, especially around the heel. So more impact protection here compared to the Cosmic Unity 1. The Cosmic Unity 2 has a better impact protection compared to the 1. Now let's move on to the traction of the Cosmic Unity 2. It comes in this very wavy pattern, futuristic pattern. Not too sure what kind of pattern this is, but as for the rubber material, it's quite pliable. It bends a lot. It doesn't have that much tread around the mid part of the traction. So for me, I wouldn't recommend this to be used outdoor because of how few the treads are, especially around the midfoot part. And the rubber materials are kind of soft, so I won't advise it to be used outdoor. But in terms of indoor use, at first it doesn't squeak that much. But as I played with them more, the traction became better and better. And there's a little bit of squeak, but not too much still. But I won't put it on the top tier traction list. is very fluid, and as you can see, the heel part or the heel shape, that's a very nice curve shape here. So when you're doing heel strike, it will give you a very nice heel to toe transition to the sneaker. There's a plastic stability plate in the middle. You can see from the skeleton shape. This is a plastic piece for torsional rigidity and stability to the Cosmic Unity 2s. For the sizing of the Cosmic Unity 2s, I actually said the wrong size earlier because I've been reviewing a lot of sneaker lately. This is actually a 10.5, US 10.5. So I went half a size down on the Cosmic Unity 2 because it was quite long on the 11s, and I think if I went for the 11s, I would experience some heel slippage because the fit won't be that good. So for the 10.5, it fits me very nicely. I still have extra space or a little extra space around the forefoot, like this much. So this is where my toe is. So a little reference if you're a regular footer. So there's enough space here because it kind of runs a bit long. If you're a wide footer, maybe go true to size. So if you're a regular footer, I would suggest go half a size down. For the price of the Cosmic Unity 2s, it's actually not that cheap. So it's actually 8,000 pesos here in the Philippines. So that's around $160. So comparing it to the KD 15s, it's around 165 for the KD 15s. And this one is 160. So pretty much similar in price point because I think of the full length zoom shovel that you'll be getting out of the Cosmic Unity. And of course, the materials are recycled. So Nike, I think, is giving a little premium on that because if you are earth friendly, you would support this movement and it will cost you a little bit more. So in my opinion, in terms of looks, it really looks nice. Aesthetic wise, kind of looks like a lifestyle sneaker. You can rock this off court, especially this colorway. This kind of off-white color to the sneaker, very minimal look, and in terms of performance, it's a very steady sneaker. Cushion-wise is on point, support-wise is on point. The only downside of the sneaker is the traction is not top tier. So let me know what your thoughts are on the sneaker. Hit me a comment below. Thank you for dropping by this channel. This has been MARKCHES. Thank you again. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.